and we're now currently, we've left the Marquesas Island at sunrise, 7:45 this morning. We're about 9 miles west of there. We came up on the first little thing that you can see out here, which is a light tower. Let's see if you can see it out here. There's a light tower over here on a it's kind of a mile or so east of a shoal called New Ground Shoals. It's just kind of out in the middle of nowhere, actually. Just so you can see, I'm going to pan all the way around, 365 degrees here. Hello, Bon Bon.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, watch the sun part. Back here is west, and I'm sorry, east. We're traveling west. There's our dinghy blanging around. As you can see, no land in sight. Unfortunately, though, our speed, if you can read the Garmin here, is 1.7 knots. And we basically have to average about 4.5 or 5 to get to our destination. So the wind's supposed to be 10 to 15 knots. It's blowing about 4 or 5 right now. So we're going to have to crank up the motor and run a little bit under motor to keep up our speed so we can arrive at the dry Tortugas before dark. And so there's your morning report.
Okay, here it is. Still on our way to dry Tortugas from the Marquesas. It's now 14:05. And we're just back sailing again. We had the motor for quite a long time because there was no wind to give us enough speed. We don't have a whole lot of speed now. We're going about
3.1, 3.3.
3.3 knots. And not much out here to see. The only thing we've really seen lately is this crab fisherman or a lobster fisherman working his traps out here on the little boat. And he's making an awful lot of noise. Making a lot of stink with his diesel engine. So right now we're under sail, and we'll see how long that lasts, because we want to get there before tomorrow.
Well, currently at this speed we would arrive at 6:39 and dark is 7:30. So we may, unless the wind picks up and we get going more like 4.5, 5 knots, we'll probably pull in the sails and motor sail eventually.
Yep, that sounds like a plan. We want to get there. We don't want to get there too late.
Although we did check our fuel, and running at about, with the engine at about 5 knots without ballast in this boat, my fuel consumption is about, I can set it to, there's a little gauge here, I can set it down to just about a gallon an hour, a little less actually, and I'm actually getting about 10 nautical miles per gallon. We ran from basically 8 o'clock till 1 at about that speed, and right around 30 miles we went, 29 something, and we used 3 gallons of gas. We started out with 9 gallons this morning, we had 6 at 1 o'clock. So that is phenomenal fuel mileage for a boat, even though we weren't really breaking any speed records there, but it's really, 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 really good. So with my 30 gallons of fuel that I originally had, it gives me like 300-mile range at that speed. Over and out.
Over and out, nope. Here's a look at the GPS.
Oh, yes.
If you can see it.
Oh, yes. If you find to see the new screen on the GPS after studying and reading this 100-page book and things, I never was able to find it. I finally found the screen that will give me the distance to my destination, my arrival time. Before it didn't have that, and I was constantly having to do math in my head to figure out how far we had to go, because it wasn't giving me any mileages, it was giving me times and things like that. But so now I know how far we have to go, 13.2 miles, and if you're interested, I'll switch the screen and I'll show you up here numbers, and there's how far we've gone, 31.8 nautical miles, so we're getting close.
Oh, water temperature 70.3 degrees.
Ooh, 70-degree water, spring water.
Starting to get warmer.
Yeah, see how pretty that nice ice blue water is.
Ice blue water and the sun's shining.
So,
And the wind's blowing a little bit.
there you go.
So, there's
steer the boat.
Jeffrey's account. And just to let you know that we are wing on wing again, but we're not using the whisker pole this time.
The wind is just
The wind is
from the west.
just coming out of the east.
Out of the east, yeah. To the west, yeah.
East northeast, I think they said this morning, but yeah, that's about it. So, okay, we're passing the yellow O marker right over there. If you can see it, there it is. And pan around, pan around. We're heading for the dry Tortugas, and they're pretty much dead ahead of us. And a little bit out here to what, the north. It looks like East Key, and I'm not sure what the other. East Key is just like looks to me like just like a sand island with no trees or anything on it. We'll have to check it out later. There's another sandy island way out there. I don't know what that is exactly. But yeah, we're getting close to the dry Tortugas here finally.
Well, we have to turn north and go around. We can't
After
go straight to it.
a full day of sailing. What was that, Jeff? We have to go north?
Yeah, we have to go around a marker and turn north and then go around that island that we're looking at.
Oh, okay.
Come out from the west and south side of it.
Oh, yeah, okay. See if you can see anything on the map there.
You're not pointing it. Let me see. Yeah. So there's our little position.
We're using the motor
again.
again.
This is the yellow marker. We're coming up on a red marker here. We're going to go around it. And then you got to go around to the north side of the Garden Key, where the fort is, and then around the key because of the reefs and things like that. There you go.
And so there we are for status on the dry Tortugas run for today. We haven't quite made it, but we're almost there. We're working on it. Supposedly. Maybe another hour if we're lucky. So, hanging in there. Talk to you soon. Okay, here we are, closer to the dry Tortugas than ever. This is on Garden Key. This is the Fort Jefferson. And this is where we're headed. We're going to go around on the north side of it and scooch in behind where all the other people are anchored back there. I think there's about 6 or 7 masts that I see over there. Anyway, we'll be visiting this in person anytime, probably tomorrow. By the time we get in there, it's now about 10 minutes to 5. By the time we get in there and get anchored, it'll probably be time to start cooking dinner. But we'll see what happens, because it doesn't get dark until later. And let's see what we've got up ahead. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's the lighthouse at on Loggerhead Key. Yeah. It's way off in the distance, but you probably can't see it. But we'll be possibly going to see that too. Okay, it is what, 17:20. I said it's 17:20 in the afternoon on Monday, and we finally made it to Fort Jefferson in the dry Tortugas, and just taking a quick gander around. Here's Bush Key. Island is closed because it's just loaded, jam-packed with birds all over it. Just screaming and hollering and yelling and singing. Bush Key there, and here's our little anchorage. And there's Jeff, he just dropped the anchor. We're doing good. So here's a few other boats here, and just pan around the harbor a little bit. Looks good, we made it in fine, no problem. Here we go. There we go, there's Fort Jefferson again.